We have here tips on how to go about with the reading subtask in the IELTS. First, let me give you a short introduction of the reading test. The reading subtask is the second task that you will take during the exam. You are given a question booklet and an answer sheet. The task has to be finished in 60 minutes. Unlike in the listening test, you will not be given time to transfer your answers to the answer sheet. This means that you have to write your answers directly onto the answer sheet while taking the test. The test instructions indicate how much time you should spend on each section of the test, so you have to make sure that you manage your time properly. The reading test is divided into 3 sections. In each section, you are given a reading passage from which you will be asked questions. The questions may be found both before and after the passages. The topics of the passages are on general interest that can be taken mostly from any type of media such as magazines, journals, books, newspapers, and TV reports. At least one of the passages will present a logical argument. The articles in the exam become more difficult as the test progresses. You may expect to encounter a glossary of technical words. You will be asked to answer a total of 40 questions for this test. Each of the 3 sections has around 10 to 15 questions. Your answers will be marked either as correct or incorrect. Your total correct scores will be converted to a corresponding band score from 1 to 9. You can be awarded a whole band or a half band score for the reading test, as in 7 for a whole band score or 7.5 for a half band score. Now, let's go to the details of the reading test. There are 10 question types that may appear on the reading test. Multiple choice questions, short answer questions, sentence completion questions, notes, tables, forms, summary, flowcharts, diagram completion questions, yes, no, not given or true or false questions, classification questions, matching questions, choosing headings, scanning and identifying location of information, and labeling a diagram which has numbered parts. Now, this is the part where we give you tips on how to answer these types of questions. Let's start with the multiple choice questions. There are 3 types of multiple choice questions in the IELTS reading exam. First, questions with just one possible answer, such as this one. Second, questions with multiple answers for only 1 mark, like this one. And third, questions with multiple answers and 1 mark for each, such as this. For multiple choice questions, you may be given the following. First, complete the sentence by choosing 1 answer from the 4 choices given. Second, answer a question by choosing 2, 3, or even 4 answers from a list of choices. Or, you will be asked to identify facts or opinions from the passage by choosing from a list of answers. Multiple choice questions can test both your global understanding of the passage or ask you for specific information. This means that you will have to decide for yourself whether to skim or scan the text. To skim, you read through the passage as quickly as you can and just get the main idea of the passage, while scanning is looking for a specific vocabulary, figure, or idea from the passage. So how do you answer the multiple choice questions? This is what you can do. Start by reading the instructions very carefully and find out how many choices you need to choose from on the questionnaire. Skim all the questions and the answer choices quickly. As you do this, underline the key words. These are words that give you the most information. Then, try to get an idea of the topic of the passage by reading the vocabulary of the questions. Look at and understand any illustration or diagram that go with the text. After this, go back to the first question and decide whether you are looking for a specific information or whether the question requires you to understand the whole text. Then, either scan or skim the text as appropriate to find your answer. Always read the relevant part of the text very carefully and do not leave any questions unanswered. Remember, read the questions first as thoroughly as you can to eliminate unlikely answers.